What's up, guys? I am Marshall Sparkman. So I am a mortgage loan officer and I specialize in VA loans and also investment properties. And I've been doing mortgage loans over the past 10 years since I got out of the Air Force. I just naturally fell into working with other veterans. And I thought I was going to flip houses for a living when I got out of the Air Force, but God had other plans. So what I wanted to do is talk to you guys. I answer this question a lot, and I think it's an absolute blessing to be able to have VA benefits. And I'm going to tell you why. I've got the transcript of this below so that you guys can take notes. But basically, what I'm going to tell you is how you can accumulate. You're going to earn about $30,000 over the next 2 years. Okay, so in 2 years, without absolutely any money down out of pocket, over the next 2 years, you can earn $30,000 and have over $100,000 in equity in properties. It only takes 2 years if you're a veteran and you qualify for the VA loan. So here's how we're going to do. Here's how this works. I'm going to kind of lay everything out. You guys feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. I know there's going to be a lot of questions generated by this. Know all the numbers that I'm about to talk about are market averages, and they're subject to change. We have good markets, we have bad markets. It fluctuates. But even if you take half of what I'm about to tell you, you're going to be fine. You know, it's a no-brainer for you. So the first thing I want to say is you have to get educated on the process. You can't go into this blindly. Dive in and learn as much as you can about real estate investing, buying properties, the right sales prices, market averages, what markets rent for, what you can buy properties for. Dive in. There's plenty of books and videos, and there's all kinds of stuff about it. But after you're educated on the process, so this all hinges, this entire video that I'm talking about, and everything that all the benefits hinge around you buying your first house. Okay, so must buy your first property. I can help you out with that through the VA loan. That's a whole nother video and conversation. So the property number 2 is your property must appreciate. So right now, Middle Tennessee, over the last 2 years, from 2016 through 2018, the average property has increased 16%. So for easy numbers, I'm just going to use a 16% increase in equity because that's what we've averaged the last 2 years. I know you can shoot holes in it and say some markets are different and that will change over the years. Whatever. Like I said, if you achieve half of what I'm talking about, you're going to be fine. Okay. So the median sales price in the greater Middle Tennessee area is $306,000. So if you buy a $306,000 house and it appreciates at 16%, the first year your house will be worth about $355,000. The second year your house will be worth about $412,000. So there's your immediate almost $106,000 in projected equity over 2 years. Now that's if our market continues. Once again, half that is only $50,000 in 2 years. You're going to be fine. You're almost, I won't say you're guaranteed, but you're pretty close to guaranteed that. Okay. So the property must appreciate, and 2, you may potentially need to spend a little bit more on your primary residence. And what I mean by that is if you're wanting to invest in real estate, it is an investment. So with an investment, you have to have the ability to invest. You may have to spend a little bit more money. And I say that because with your primary, you may have to spend a little bit more because bigger houses will appreciate faster. So if you were thinking to yourself, hey, I'm only going to buy a $250,000 house, you might want to think about buying a $300,000 house because they're going to appreciate a lot faster. Just a little bit of food for thought, but you got to have the money to do so. And I have 2 rules with buying homes. Okay, I tell all my buyers this. You need to be able to one, you need to be able to earn equity. Don't worry about buying the house of your dreams, your first, second, or third home. This is a long-term game plan. The house of your dreams, buy that when you're older and ready to retire. Okay. But for now, if you want to make money and learn how to invest in real estate, you need to buy your first house. And I've got 2 rules with buying your first house. 1, it needs to be able to increase in value. The more it increases in value, the better you're going to be. Number 2, you need to be able to sell it fast if things were to go south. So those are my 2 rules. Be able to sell fast and be able to earn a lot of equity. Okay. And what that means is you may end up spending more on a property, and that's okay. And I'm going to tell you why. So Here's your three options to how to buy your first rental property. Okay, so there's three ways to do this. Two of the three revolve around using a VA cash out refinance. Most refinances on your house, you can only get up to 80% of the current market value of your home. However, with a VA, they allow you to get 100% of current market value on your home cash out. So your first option, you could do a 100% cash out refinance. So let's say after 2 years, your property is appreciated $100,000, which most everybody in Middle Tennessee that owns a home property has appreciated $100,000 in the last 2 years. Take that $100,000, boom, now you can buy 2 rentals with that. So to buy a rental property, you're going to have to use a conventional loan. If it's truly to be a rental property, it has to be a conventional loan, and you're going to have to put down at least 20%. So I ran my numbers on an average of a $200,000 rental property. On a $200,000 rental property, your 20% of that is $40,000. So if you've got $100,000 equity in your property over the next 2 years, you could take that $40,000 and buy 2 rental properties. Okay, now follow me on this. Okay, so an average rental property in the Nashville outside surrounding areas is about $200,000 house. Okay, so on a $200,000 house, your mortgage payment, taxes, insurance, and everything all included is going to be about $1,200 a month. Okay, if you and the average rent on a $200,000 property is about $1,800. Some markets differ, some are more, some are a little bit less, but follow me here. So that's $600 a month cash flow. That's $7,200 a year, and if you do that times 2 properties, you're looking at $14,000 per year. So $30,000 over the next 2 years. All right, you with me? So I just told you how you can make $30,000 income with no money down. Not only that, those 2 properties have now appreciated, $100,000 each. So now you got $200,000 in equity, and I just told you how to make $30,000. It's a no-brainer. It really is, and it's an absolute blessing for veterans. Not to mention, also, I wanted to talk about the tax benefits of buying a rental property. So for most people, it puts you in a lower tax bracket because you have all the write-offs associated with a rental property. You can write off repairs, taxes, insurance, the whole 9 yards. If you have a property manager, you can write off everything. It puts most people in the lower tax bracket. So Middle Tennessee, $79,000 income, household income, you're at a 22% tax bracket. So if buying the rental property puts you in the next lower tax bracket, which would be under $79,000, you only have 12% income taxes instead of 22%. So that saves you $8,000 alone in taxes. So you're getting this big fat tax deduction. You're making income on the property. You're making equity on the property. So back to the 3 ways to do this. 1, you stay in your house, you do a VA cash out refinance, you go buy 2 investment properties. Number 2, you can use your VA benefits twice. It's called second tier entitlement. I've got other videos and websites about that. Do your second tier entitlement. Go ahead and do a cash out refinance, pull all the equity out of your current house, and then go buy another one using your VA benefits. So we can talk more about that, but that way you turn your current house into a rental, and then you go buy another one and live in it. All right. The third option is you can always sell and upgrade. So go ahead and sell your house, pull all the cash out, and then upgrade into a new house. Take the money that you earn from the sale of your house, go buy your 2 rental properties that way. So hopefully this video was educational. It's 9 minutes where I just told you how to buy 2 rental properties, make several $100,000 without absolutely any money down, and it only takes 2 years to do it. I have walked countless number of veterans through this process. It works time and time again, and you can ask anybody that's gone through the process. It works. So I'm here to help you guys. If you have any more questions, feel free to comment or reach out. I'm here for you guys.